Welcome to the show. Against my better judgment, hit the like, smash subscribe. Let's go. Let's go. Welcome to the show. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Welcome to the show. Against my better judgment, hit the like, smash subscribe. Let's go, let's go. Welcome to the show. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Welcome to the show.
Hello, everybody. How are you this fine, lovely Monday, fun day? How's everybody doing? Thank you so much, Honeybee, for the super sticker. Excited to see your face. Ready for some last one. Allegedly, we got some last day because we are making fun of some people today, okay? We got a bunch of allegedly, a bunch of idiots. Allegedly a bunch of idiots, and I just can't. They are trying to literally tell us that this, Charlie Kirk video is super legit against our better judgment, I guess we could say. Against our better judgment, they're trying to convince us this shit is real. They sure are. Okay, Andrew Kolvet wrote like a 48-page essay over on X that I've got to show you guys. It's ridiculous. And did you guys hear that Gary from Paramount Tactical got caught being a douche? Did you guys hear about that? Crystal says, I love your theme song. Thank you. Painful Truth, thank you for the super sticker. Welcome in, Rachel, G Key Man. Hello, guys. How is everybody? Deb Daisy. Who else is here? Let's see. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes. Chuck Soup. What's up, Chuck Soup? Aja's here. Aja, hello, hello. Thank you. Thank you for loving the intro. Yeah, I wanted to make one that was a little bit on the longer side than what I had because it takes a minute for people to hear the notification come in, and then it takes a minute for people to show up. And so, like before, I would just like be live and talking to myself, and it's very awkward, okay? And I didn't like it so much. So I just made a longer intro. Some people were complaining that it was too long, but you can do right. This is for you, okay? Thank you, Painful Truth, for the $5 super sticker. Thank you so much. Hang on, I have some media for that. So thank you guys, like a little thing just to put up for you guys. Now, of course, I can't find it. Oh my gosh. I can't find it. I had something. Ah, here we go. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Thank you so much. Yeah, so anywho, let's see here. Yeah, so the video of Charlie Kirk is causing total chaos, and people were just going ape shit over on X and just everywhere. YouTube, I've seen videos all across YouTube about it. And Andrew Kolvet, like I said, dropped a 10-paragraph essay. Okay, the community notes that we saw in that last video that I talked about, the community notes saying that that was from the 2023 Charlie Kirk Festival. I don't know. Well, that got taken down. The community notes got taken down, and people are over here celebrating that. Like, it's this big, like, that's a big accomplishment. Like, we got it taken down, bitch. But, like, okay, we don't care if the community notes are taken down. We have eyeballs. We have our own fucking eyes, and we can see the video, okay? Like, we care if the community notes are up or not, right? And just people are just celebrating the removal of the community notes like it's some big deal. I don't know. And so today we're going to go through the comments, starting with Andrew Kolvet's like novel length defense for this video. And then there's this girl called LisaKnows, and she did like this victory lap video about how it's super real, it's super legit, and we're gonna take a look at that too and maybe make fun of that. And there is a few more other posts that I pulled for us to look at today, just clowns and just I just with us, it's gonna be laughter today, okay? Plus, like I said, Gary from Paramount Tactical got busted doing something really, really stupid. All right, not surprising, I know. But I'm gonna show you what he did, and we had to check out Baron Coleman because when Baron Coleman found out what Paramount Tactical did, he like let loose on his stream, and it was so funny that I was literally laughing out loud. So even if you saw it, we're gonna watch it again. I don't care because I was cracking up. It was funny as hell, right? So hit the like button. Don't forget that Against Over Judgment is live over on Club Watcher. You have to come over and join the group chat. We go live every Sunday over there, except this Sunday because I was having some issues, but it's a ton of fun, and you're honestly missing out if you aren't a member. So definitely go check that out. Also, we've got memberships here on the channel. Don't forget, if you do join in any of the memberships, it does help support the channel, and you get some cool perks to boot. All right, so check out the memberships after the show, of course. So let's just dive right in to all this drama today. Okay, let me pull up this thing to show you guys. So funny. These people are just idiots. Let's see. Let me get to my thing where I got it. Hang on here, guys. Let's just like I named the tab Andrew Retard Kolvet. That's what the tab was named. So I can find it easier. All right, so let's have a look at this. How do we want to do it? This looks okay. All right, so we're gonna scroll to the thing about the Andrew posted first. These are all the things I got to show you today. You're gonna see them because I just put them in one folder. Usually I'm a little more organized, but I threw it all in one because what the hell. All right, and I think Andrew's was the very first one I put in here. Look at that. Here it is. So Andrew, always the bitch, all right, has to chime in about the video. He says, I haven't chimed in on the video saga yet because I find the entire thing absurd. Like, it's absurd, you idiots. But since this community note is 100% factually wrong and is now impacting how Grok answers legitimate questions, it needs to be corrected. Now, I don't know how a community note could impact how Grok answers legitimate questions. Show of hands, does anybody know what he's talking about? Anybody know? Please let me know if you know what he's talking about. Like, why would this impact what Grok has to say? Grok's a genius, for one, so don't even try to go there. Like, a community note on your dumbass video is going to affect Grok. Fuck all the way off Andrew Kolvet, all right? He says this entire debate only exists because a handful of bad faith actors have spent months trying to attack Erica, destroy the organization her husband built, and divide the movement. Okay? Most, if not all, of these people attacked Charlie when he was alive, and they found a new target since Charlie is now off limits. You can rebuild lies with all the facts you want, but they don't care, and they won't stop. Next, it's a Chinmo is missing. Next, it's AI, etc., etc. So basically, they put out this dumbass video. It's all cut, and it's layered with music and layered with Erica Kirk talking about fucking Jesus like she cares about Jesus, okay? Like, I mean, it's ridiculous. The dumbest video I think I've ever seen from them. It's grainy, it's shitty, and it's really stupid. And so, of course, people are going to say, look, it's grainy, it's shitty, it's stupid, and it's, why would you put this out like this? Because the audio they shared when Erica was prancing off stage in her glitter outfit, okay, because she was super fucking sad about the death of her husband when she had all them fireworks and shit. Remember, she was doing like cartwheels and like super, like, she she's like an energy vampire, allegedly, because she sucks all that energy out from the audience. She loves it. She can't get enough, allegedly, in my opinion. And so, anyways, that didn't have no weird music and like things that Erica was saying. Like, I don't know where this video came from. If they had the audio and it was straight him saying this, why would they put it like in with this weird shit with Erica? It literally is like makes no sense. And then remember the article that we read from the Daily Mail also said that the video was a certain way and he saw it and this and this and this, and it's not really matching up with what they're showing us. So it's weird. Like, did they show him a different video? What was he seeing that he thought was super legit? I'm not sure. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to go. I had to say it. All right, sorry. So anyways, number 2. He said there's a pattern continually playing out and people need to see it for what it is. They launch a conspiracy theory. They say it's the smoking gun. It falls apart. A new theory appears and the cycle repeats. Meanwhile, people making these claims have no obligation whatsoever to prove them. They and their followers condemn the accused as guilty. What? They and their followers condemn the accused as guilty and demand a response to clear their name. What is he talking about? What does that mean? The accused is then expected to respond, defend themselves, produce documents, provide explanations, and somehow prove a negative. But the response is never sufficient because the response was never the objective. Goalposts move instantly. The answer was too defensive, too dismissive, or they find some irrelevant tidbit to pick apart and the cycle repeats. It's a sucker's game. Well, Andrew, you're a sucker if I ever seen one, so you must be in it. You must be in the game. All right, you must be in the game because you're the biggest sucker I've ever seen. All right, now as far as this goes, I think he's like kind of trying to hit on the fact that people are not satisfied with the dumbass alibi that Eric Kirk sent to Gary at Paramount Tactical, or Andrew sent it to Gary, okay, with her finger over a phone saying like she was with some kids and shit. Like, okay, it's not up to people to prove that they saw her at a certain location. I said this the other day, all right? Yes, in an investigation, it's up to you to prove your theories. It's up to you to prove if somebody like unalived someone. It's up to you to prove all of that. When it's in a court hearing, like Barron had stated, it is up to the not the defense, the other side to prove that, this person did this. The defense doesn't have to prove anything. I get that. But we're talking about alibis. And in an alibi, somebody says they saw you somewhere and the police don't say, well, prove you saw her there. No, they go to the person and they say, prove to me where you were because somebody saw you over here. And that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing with Erica. And who else? What's his name? The security guard guy that gets paid like $1 million to let people die, allegedly. And, whoever else that they said they saw at Fort Huachuca, right? And he's just bitching and crying about that, it seems, okay? So I guess that means, like, they and their followers condemn the accused as guilty. I don't know. I guess that's who he means. I really don't know. He says, I find the video largely irrelevant. Boards do not determine succession based on whether someone can produce a random clip. Boards evaluate leadership, governance, organizational continuity, and the wishes of the founder. In this case, Charlie handpicked the board, communicated his wishes to them, to me personally on 3 or 4 occasions, to Erica, to Don Jr., who has gone on the record, to pastors, friends, and colleagues. That board voted unanimously to make Erica CEO. That should be the end of the story. And it should. That should be the end of the story. 100%. That should definitely be the end of the story. They voted her in as the CEO. She's the CEO. Okay? And that's fine. However, she's an idiot. Okay? She's an idiot and she's unqualified. There it is. That's the whole point. She's an unqualified idiot, allegedly. And she should not be running a huge nonprofit foundation that had all kind of monetary issues, allegedly, anyways, before she even stepped in place. I mean, why else would Charlie order a Doge review? Because you're not allowed to say audit. It's a review. Why would he order that? If he didn't suspect something was amiss, why did he make people change positions and do this and that? And why did he make somebody else the COO or whatever? He switched all these people around. Like, why would he do all of that if everything was fine? There was something going on there. And why and how is she qualified to do a goddamn thing? She can't even come out here and speak. All right. She comes out here and she mumbles weird shit. She says stuff that doesn't make sense. I mean, the sentences she just puts together, I just can't even understand. I can't comprehend the words that are coming out of her mouth half the time. She just like says the dumbest things. People call her a PDF protector, and her face is like evil as hell. I can't with the woman. I can't. She's not qualified. She's not Charlie Kirk. Okay. No, I don't know if you guys agree. I mean, I just don't see it. And people just don't like it. And you know what? They're going to pick her apart, and they're going to cry and whine. They just continue to cry and whine about it. Okay. So regardless of your stupid ass video, and if the video is largely irrelevant, you shouldn't have let it out. You said you weren't going to anyway. They were like, we're not showing it because people are going to say, we're definitely not showing it. We're never showing it. And then they've been shown it. Like, bitch, make up your mind. Okay. Number 4. Yes, Charlie was asked about this once when a camera was on him, and he said exactly what he always did. Erica would take over should something, God forbid, happen, and that she would do a great job. So, I mean, of course, every husband wants their wife to be put in a position where she can get executed. That's just normal, guys. And if you think otherwise, you are an idiot. All right. My own husband, he definitely wants to see me put in a position where I could be executed at any moment. I know he loves me so much. And so, you know, we decided, you know, should something happen to him, if he ever, you know, gets executed, I should definitely go take his place and get executed as well, and leave our children, you know, vulnerable and father and motherless. That just makes perfect sense. Now, if you guys remember, I mean, Charlie Kirk talked in thousands of different speeches he's made all over the United States of America, across the globe. Wasn't he over in the UK and all kind of shit too? And he never once felt that it was a woman's position to do anything but stay home with the kids and raise the kids. I mean, why would he say all that? Why would he literally say that that's what women should be doing, and then literally make his wife go stand in the line of fire? Yeah, we all kind of wonder that, don't we? We all kind of wonder that. So no, I don't believe anything you've just said, Andrew. No, up until number 5, I'm totally in disagreement with you, and I think you're an idiot. Now, number 5 says, this did not happen at ActCon 2023 in West Palm, as Community Notes wrongly says. He said this in Aspen in 2025 at Investors. ArtCon was a large convention with a massive blue stage and thousands of attendees. Investors was a small hotel ballroom. Investors was a small hotel ballroom, I don't know, with a few hundred attendees and a white and red backdrop. I was at both. All right. The Building the Machine claim is also wrong in 2023. The theme of our ActCon was, we are doing the work to save America. When we titled CK's opening speech for a podcast episode, we just came up with a random title, Building the Machine, that Charlie liked. Charlie was from Chicago and always talked about the Democrat machine. He wanted a machine built for the right. It was just an episode title, but over time, it became something Charlie said more and more. So in 2025, after Trump won the election, Charlie wanted to expand the chase the vote machine that proved so effective. So he made the theme for the Investors in 2025, Building the Machine. Bitches. Okay, so now what? Now what you got to say? Yeah, that's what happened. All right. A 75-word paragraph to tell us that. Okay, this is why I think these guys are just scrambling for their lives, because who in the hell is going to write this whole thing up? Just like, if it's real, you know what I would say to anybody who didn't think it was? I'd be like this. You know what? I don't give a shit if you don't think it's real. I don't care. You know what? But not these guys. They're scrambling all over the place. We got 85,000 paragraphs to explain this shit. It's ridiculous. Number 7 says, I think Community Notes has been a force for good, and I fully support its purpose and mission. But for whatever reason, it's been weaponized in this case to spread disinformation. Everything is weaponized against them. It's disinformation. It's dehumanization. It's like they're a bunch of wussies. I've never seen a group that is such wussies. He says, hopefully whatever went wrong here will be corrected both on this note and in the future. Images of the two very different events attached. Blue backdrop is ActCon 2023, while the white and red is Investors 2025. Okay, so here's the things. Here's 2025 with Charlie with his lazy eye and strange fingers and weird water bottle and all this other stuff people are seeing. So there's the, supposedly there's the backdrop there, I guess. I don't know. It looks a little weird. Anyway, moving past that. He said there's ActCon, I guess, or something. And here's Charlie then with, you know, a normal face. All right. So there's that. Okay. And let's see. So that's Andrew's 500,000 page note, and it's just stupid. You know, he's a dumbass, in my opinion, allegedly. Okay. What do you guys think of Andrew? Put a 1 in the chat if you love Andrew Kolvet. Put a 2 if you think he is an idiot or something, like, you know, like you don't like him. Maybe he's not an idiot, but maybe you just don't like him. Let's see some numbers over here. I want to see what you guys think of Andrew. Let me see what some of the comment sections said. What's everybody up to over here? Thank you for covering the drama so I don't have to look at it. Welcome in, no mistaker. All right. Catholic to the core said, girl, I missed your intro. Had to go buy me some new shoes for the treadmill. Oh, I hear that. I hear that. I've been trying to do the whole walking thing myself. Yeah, stop believing what you see and hear. Exactly. They think we're all stupid. That's exactly what it is. They, you know, I mean, the entire world watched Charlie get unalived. We all saw the same video, okay? And we're all coming to conclusions that are similar, which is this doesn't seem right. Something's not right here, okay? And when we all think the same things and then, like, almost the entire world agrees that something's off about it, guess what? You're not going to tell me something's not off about it, okay? Because the world doesn't agree on shit. We don't agree on anything. Nobody has the same opinions. We all think something different, you know? It's ridiculous. Let's see. However, he still uses Paramount Tactical, so I don't give Andrew credit. Yep. Honeybee, I'm spicy and snarky today. Yeah, I just am in that mood today. I can't help myself. I can't. They were with the journalist that he had for the next 10 years to help her run TPUSA. Yeah. They rarely answer anything. Exactly. They rarely come out and say a damn thing. They don't, you know, they don't answer to anything. You could use them all this stuff. They don't answer to a thing. And then the dumbest things that they decide to come out and answer to, it's just ridiculous. It's like, what are we doing here? Seriously, what are you, what is that? That whole paragraph thing was annoying as hell. It was too long. I almost didn't want to read it. If it wasn't for you guys, I would not refer that. Okay. I wouldn't. Because Andrew, I can't stand that dude. All right. He's like, he smells like feet because he sits next to Blake Neff all day. All right. And Blake Neff plays with Toe Jam all night. Allegedly, in my opinion. So the little stinky feet men, I don't like their posts. So I just can't stand them. But yeah, I did that for you guys because I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much. Okay. That's why I did it. All right. So you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. Oh, maybe I'm not smart enough to understand her. Yes, you know what? I do not want to be on her level at all. So thank Jesus, like the real Jesus. Thank Jesus I'm not as smart as Erica Kirk. Okay. Kolvet thought he was going to replace Charlie. He got bamboozled by Erica's honeypot energy. She played him. He realized it with JD Vance hug, then Cabot and Fort Huachuca with Wynn, but now he's way too deep in it all. Yes, that could very well be. I feel like he probably thought he was going to be the man too. Then didn't they like try to push Mikey McCoy out there too? Like, what was all that weirdness with Mikey McCoy? Why did they come out here and call him like amazeballs and all this other stuff? I don't understand that. I never understood that whole thing. I really don't. God forbid Erica would do a great job. Yeah, exactly, Honeybee. It is very strange that they all use the same language. You know, often when you are trying to create an alibi or something and you're in it with a few people, allegedly that's what you do. You know, you all say, we got there at quarter till, and everybody says the same thing. We got there at precisely quarter till, you know, when normally if it was just a normal thing, people would say it differently. When everybody says it the exact same little phrases, it's very suspicious. It's very suspicious. Yeah. Oscar said, I think Erica was the honeypot at TPUSA manipulating as many people as she could. Could be. I think she's doing something. I fear Erica's kids are in Palm Beach with a guy named Pete. Yeah, you never know. You never know where them kids are because, I did hear a while back somebody, look at all the twos. Yep, here we go. Number two, Honeybee says two, Kim says two, Girly says two, Sarah says two, Oscar says two, Scotty says two. Hilaria is still listening. Two squared. I know that's right. 222 squared. My bad. Chuck Soup, don't give a cricket's fart. Yeah, Crystal, I think that there's going to be a lot of people that do believe it, There's going to be a lot of people that feel that that was legit and they're going to take whatever spoon fed to them. These are people that don't really, they just follow along, whatever. I have a certain feeling about those type of people. I think, like I said, it's a cult. It's a little cult over there, the air cult. Okay. And Buffy doesn't have the emojis. Are you? Yeah, it's showing you're a member. Why don't you have the emojis? That's rude. Mm-mm-mm. You know what, Buffy? Let me see. I'll try to contact my YouTube what do you call it, support after the show and see if I can figure out what's going on. But this happened on my other channel a while back with somebody else, and they had to contact support because it was something going on, like specifically with their account linked to it. So you might end up having to contact support about it. But I'm gonna try and I'll see what's going on with it. That's rude as hell. That's rude as hell. Honeybees doesn't have any on her phone either. Oh, just on the PC? That is weird. Yeah, that's definitely not cool. I will definitely try to figure it out because that's rude as hell. I can't stand YouTube sometimes. So I can't say that out loud. Okay. So, but yeah, I'll get a hold of them and see what's going on, guys. Hopefully they will fix it. It might just be a glitch. That's happened sometimes. So LisaKnows posts the false community note has been removed. She said, let's go over why this event footage is in Aspen in 2025 and why it's not ActCon 2023. Let's also discuss why edited doesn't mean AI or fake. The candy cult narrative is imploding and they simply cannot let that happen. They are addicted to the drama and the truth is too boring. And she forgot the other O on her too there. Okay. You forgot the other O, smarty pants. Okay, smarty pants. She knows a lot of stuff. She forgets how to spell shit. Okay.
It was from 2023. I'm sorry.
Let's see what she says here, guys. The truth's too boring and we're all in a candy cult. We're in a candy cult, bitches. How you like that? I'm in a cult. Believe that? You believe that?
Is there ever going to be an arrest warrant? I think we have proven over and over again that there was a motive to have Charlie Kirk killed. These folks just got exposed for releasing a fake video of Charlie appointing Erica as CEO. You know how bad it is? These folks dropped a clip and it got community noted saying this video is not, it's altered. First off, it's AI altered. Then 2 days ago, they released a video that they said they didn't want to because of how private it was. They released it. And it was fake. It wasn't even real. It was from 2023.
Like that.
It wasn't like it was just completely fake.
Looks fake
it was
as hell.
AI. Like the mouth ain't matching none of that. And then Charlie talking, like that representation of him on that stage was in 2023.
So the community note that the candy cult got upvoted has officially and finally been removed because it is spreading massive misinformation. So a couple of things. I was in the room when Erica Kirk's intro played at WLS, and I can tell you that everything matched up perfectly. It looked completely real, completely normal. These people who are trying to run this through AI generators.
What is she talking about? In the room when Erica played what?
You that everything matched up perfectly. It looked is spreading massive misinformation. So
You're
a couple of things.
Where,
I was in the room when Erica Kirk's intro played at WLS.
So she was in the room when the intro played. However, wasn't it just a voice intro that day? Because nobody saw the video yet and there was no video, like nobody talked about a video at all until recently. So wasn't that just a voice intro that she heard? What the
and I can tell you that everything matched up perfectly. It looked completely real, completely normal.
So is she trying to say they played this video wherever the fuck she was at? Is that what she's trying to say? Am I missing something here? Because I could have sworn that video didn't get played anywhere, ever. They only spoke the words when she was coming out on that day with the fireworks and all that. And then they said they did have the video of it. Matter of fact, we did have a video of it. And we're not showing it to anybody because of this and that. So what is she talking about? Does anybody have any idea what the hell this girl's talking about? That she saw this? That it matched up perfectly?
These people who are trying to run this through AI generators, first of all, they're running it through stuff that isn't even built to detect AI video.
So they're running it through AI detectors that don't detect AI, guys. All right, first of all, all right? These AI detectors don't detect AI, all right, bitches? So you can stop it right there, all right? You can just stop right there, ho. Okay, girl. Okay, girl.
So that's a huge part of the problem.
Yeah, it's a huge problem. When your AI detector doesn't detect AI, it's a big issue.
Also have the fact that AI is going to tell you, it's going to come back and say that the video clip from Erica's intro has been edited, because it has, guys. It's so clear to me that you guys don't know anything about videography.
So that's the problem. We don't want a fucking edited video. Okay? That's the whole problem. Period. Nobody wants an edited video. We wanted to see the real video. Cut it after that lady's question. If she doesn't want people to know her question, although her goddamn question was quoted in the Daily Mail article. He quoted the question. He quoted her question, and then later on he said she doesn't want anybody to know her question. But he quoted it in the same article. Okay, first of all. So just cut it right after the question, because we don't give a shit about the lady or what she asked, because we already know what she asked because we saw the quote in the Daily Mail. So we know what she asked. We just wanted to see it stop right there and start where Charlie speaks this sentence, these two sentences, okay? That's what people want to see. We don't want to see an edited video. So of course, if they're going to put out edited video, there's no reason to put out an edited video, and we're pissed off. And we don't want to see an edited video. As far as we're concerned, you can take that edit video and shove it all the way up Blake Neff's, you know what? Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. I forgot to ask you. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. Please hit the like. All right. Thank you. All right. Moving on.
My husband, who is a videographer,
Ooh, girl, she told us. She told us her husband's a videographer. And he says when things get edited, it's edited. All right, bitches? When things are edited, they're edited. So there. All right, girl, we get it. You know your shit.
does video editing for his job.
Yeah.
Like, started laughing hysterically at this.
He was hysterically laughing at this, guys. He was like, he lost his shit at this. He was like hysterically laughing. Like hysterically.
He's like, because of course it's edited. It's built into an intro that has music and, you know, lighting and all this stuff added to it because
guess why? Why does it have all that shit built into it? When people were asking for the unedited version, the clip of him saying those two sentences. Why is all this shit on top of it? And your husband's laughing hysterically because it's edited? That really isn't that funny. I don't really get why he's hysterically laughing.
It's going to be produced on a stage. Just because a piece of video has been edited for a bigger purpose, like being presented on a stage, does not mean or equal that it's fake or AI. Those are two completely different things.
Do you believe she's actually sitting here giving a lesson on this? Like, people are that stupid.
I'm going to show you why the community note got taken down, because it's so blatantly not real or true. So first of all, we have photos of the Aspen donor event that happened in 2025, and the background that's behind Charlie that says, you know, whatever, it's got like the red map on it, and the podium says build the machine. That is from the Aspen event. Now, when you look at the ActCon,
hold on a second.
That is from the Aspen event. Now, when you look at the ActCon 2023 event that they're trying to say that this is from, you can clearly tell that it's not even close. The background for ActCon was a blue. The background doesn't match. Charlie's in a completely different suit. He's in a pinstripe suit with a tie, which he was not wearing at the Aspen event or what was in the video. Like, they literally created their own deception and are now putting that out as the story, because this is what the candy cult does. If they're not satisfied by something, they will sway and manipulate the information to build the story that they want to build.
Girl. That's what everybody on the internet does, bitch. Like, yeah, is that shocking to you or something? Like, is that surprising? Like, the whole internet does that, girl. The whole internet. They sure do.
I just want to leave you guys with this as well.
What is it,
We
girl?
know that Charlie absolutely supported his wife.
Yes, he did. He wanted her. He wanted her in that position. If somebody ever shot him in the throat, he was like, Erica should be here next, dude. She should come up here right next. I mean, maybe he was sick of that bitch, and that's what he wanted for her. Maybe he really did want her to get up here and take over. He's like, look, if they take me out, let this bitch come and do it, because I'm sick of her.
And that he absolutely wanted her to take over for him if something happened. She was the very clear and obvious choice, not only to Charlie, but also to the entire board, who voted unanimously.
She's like, she must like know them personally. She's like friends. She's like BFF with the board, guys. Doesn't it seem like it? Like, doesn't she seem like she's BFF with the board? She knows them. She just had dinner with them, bitch. Okay? She had dinner with the board. She fucking knows what they said. Don't try to play her.
Charlie was very aware that when he married Erica, he was marrying
a skank. sorry. Go ahead, girl.
a businesswoman.
Oh, businesswoman. She is a businesswoman. Yes, she is a businesswoman. Yes, she is. I know what was open for business when she went on that interview with Charlie, and he was like, "No, girl, you ain't gonna work for me at this at Turning Point. You're gonna work for me in the bedroom." She was like, "Okay." Okay. She even tells that story like she should be proud of it.
Had multiple businesses and very much had an entrepreneur mindset that Charlie supported always. In fact, it's one of the things that they shared that drew the two of them together. So this idea that he just wanted her to simply shut herself away at home and be a mother and nothing else is absolutely absurd. That's not even what Charlie stated. We have a comment that he left Erica on her birthday back in 2022, where he's calling out her being an amazing mother, yes, an amazing wife, yes, but also an amazing businesswoman and leader, and he is clearly supporting and encouraging her in that. So this argument from the candy cult completely and utterly falls apart on multiple accounts.
Dude, you know what? I'm so glad we watched this, because I didn't realize how stupid I was. Let me tell you, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm the biggest idiot ever. I should have known, like, an edited video was edited. You know what I mean? I should know that. I'm so sorry, guys. Like, no, seriously. Like, I really need to apologize to you guys for else. Like, seriously. Like, I want to get serious for a minute, because this is serious. Like, I'm so sorry. I should have known. Like, an edited video is edited. You know what I mean? I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so dumb. My bad. All right. So moving on, we fucking know it's edited. Okay, let's just stop. We know it's edited. Nobody wants to see an edited video, period. That's the end of it. We don't want to see it. We want to see it cut right at that spot, and we want to see the rest, all right? And you know what? I am really going to start believing that Charlie actually did want Erica to take over, because I think he was sick to death of that bitch, if you want the truth. I think he was sick of her. Okay, they were fighting the night before he got unalived. All this stuff was going on. He wasn't wearing his wedding ring in the morning, like all kind of weird stuff, right? We heard all kind of weird stuff so far, and it's sad enough to be like they were arguing. There's like having some marital troubles. Okay, in fact, his parents actually had to sue that bitch for what, copyright of his name or trademark of his name, their own son's name. She wasn't going to give it up. Okay, she's a real gem. Okay, so maybe Charlie was like, you know what? Nah, man. If they take me out and shoot me in the throat right in front of 1 million people, I want Erica up here next. Bet. What do you think? You guys agree? Maybe that could be a possibility. I mean, I'm starting to believe it, because maybe he was like just so sick of her. I mean, this is what he married right here. Let's take a listen. This is it.
USA
This is
will
this bitch
continue.
right here.
like my husband always wanted.
There you go.
Oh, look at all the thumbs
Oh,
up.
look at the
so cute,
emojis.
guys.
My husband just got his throat shut out. Look at the emojis. He just died horribly in front of millions of people. Look at this. Look at the smileys and the butterflies.
Sorry, it's just a little
Okay,
bit more
girl.
thorough than probably Charlie would be reacting. How sweet.
I would have literally got fired that day. I would have gotten fired right then, okay? Because I would have been like, bitch, are you crazy? Is something wrong with you? And they would have had to fire me. You know what I mean? I would have been just done that day. Done. Because I couldn't listen to this shit. Look at this. Look at that face. Publicly assassinated. The man was publicly assassinated. And look at this face. You can't tell me for a moment this bitch ain't happy that he is dead. Allegedly. But look, I don't necessarily think she had anything to do with him being unalived. I really don't. I have no idea. Okay? And I don't know that she had anything to do with it. Maybe she didn't. I'm just saying. She's happy as hell. Okay? That's happiness, that's joy, that's excitement. That's like, I just like, oh my, like imagine you suddenly got rid of your annoying ass husband and you just got millions and millions of dollars and now you are a powerhouse in charge of all these people and you're going to be a star. How would you feel inside? You know what I mean? You'd feel just like this right there. That's what you would be feeling. You'd be like, yes. Yes. Look at the emojis. It's so cute. Let me get this shit over. I got money to count, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
I didn't know they could do that. I hate Zoom. I never liked Zoom. Sorry, you guys.
And
I
then
just wanted to
super
say-
serious. Like, then super serious. Like, listen, Charlie wants you to work. All right. Take 15 minutes if you have to, but clock out when you do. Because we don't give breaks here, right? We need you to work. Charlie would want it.
First and foremost, my heart obviously is broken for you guys as much as it is for our family. You guys lost not only a boss, but someone that you looked up to, someone that you believed in his mission, that you also...
Where's like all the other rings? Where's all them other gaudy ass nasty rings this bitch wears in this one? Where are those at? Or did she just get those newest ones like when Charlie died? And she get like a fuck yeah ring? I don't know. Not real sure.
that you loved. You loved listening to his show. You loved hearing his wisdom on things. I'm sure some of you have also had very personal moments of where you sat down and
Had private conversations with him. I want you all to hold on to those. And I want you all to remember those so deeply. I want you to journal about them.
Journal.
I want you to
about
be able
them?
to tell your kids about them. I want you to hold those in your heart as why you're still here with the Turning Point USA family, because that's what we want.
We totally like want you guys in the family, except for like them few bitches that are doing a really good job. We're firing the shit out of them hoes next week. You know what I'm saying?
And like I said to our
They're gonna be homeless in a month. Family.
small group, after whatever day that was that I did the thing on TV.
Like whatever day that was, I did like my last interview. Like what day was that? Like Friday, Saturday. Like I did so many. Like whatever day that was. I went on TV like 16 times, bitch.
My days are still
Okay,
going on
girl.
Friday.
Yeah.
I told the team, I said,
What'd you tell him, bitch?
Turning Point USA will continue
Big
like my
surprise.
husband always wanted,
Mm,
and it'll be bigger than ever.
bigger than ever.
And we're gonna honor him by doing that. We're gonna stay humble.
Oh, let me stop right there because you haven't stayed humble a single moment in this whole entire thing. I have not seen humble at all. Has anybody seen this bitch act humble at all? Like what? Like how? What? Yeah, that's, yeah. Trisha, she says this 17 hours ago. She said there's nothing normal about this 6 days after watching her husband's assassination. Giddy about March sales or the event of the century is not what a grieving wife cares about. No amount of everyone grieves differently cures this. And I agree. Okay. I agree with that. 100% agree with that. Okay. I just love that one. So let's see. This came out. So Candace was replying to this post by Alex Clark. Alex says, actually, it's because I don't know who she's answering to this. Candace says, notice it's no longer called the Young Women's Leadership Summit because they've completely lost the youth since Charlie's passing. This is RNC Light. It's now the Hags Nagling Summit, with donors occupying speaking slots to lecture women about how it's biblical to not question anything. Turning Point no longer has anything to do with Charlie Kirk, and the whole world knows it, including them. No spark, no energy, no debate, frankly, stale. And that's true. There hasn't been any real debating or any like real speeches given or things like that. I mean, the things Erica says are just so like dumb and blah. It's just like she just says words and then talks about Jesus and says more words and talks about the Bible. And it's like, what are you even saying? So, anyways, this person, Alex Clark, answers Candace's post. She's like, look, bitch, actually, it's because my podcast has been bringing in massive numbers of young women and young moms for years. The transition away from Young Women's Leadership Summit started long before Charlie passed away. Charlie was fully aware of it and agreed it needed to happen because the conference had outgrown the name. The audience isn't just young women anymore, it's American women. As for understanding our audience, I'd worry less about ours and more about the fact that yours seems to consist primarily of leftist hate, watching and Russian bots. By the way, how did Putin taste? Like, she really went there? This bitch really went there. How did Putin taste? How did Putin taste? Candace should have been like, just as good as your dad tasted last night, bitch. That's what she should have said. But instead she said, how did Putin taste? LOL, this is the new Turning Point USA, everybody. Woke feminists speaking like hookers while claiming to represent conservatism. For the love of Charlie, please rename this godforsaken organization. And I just got a kick out of this because, like, how trashy? Like, how trashy is that? That's like, come on, girl. How did Putin taste? Like, bitch. Really? I'd have been like, as good as your husband tasted last night, bitch. That's right. Your husband and your daddy last night, bitch. They all tasted the same, bitch. I can't even believe this woman. That is foul. She's a foul little nasty bitch, okay? Alex Clark. What is she? Who is this bitch? She's the host of Culture Apothecary. TPUSA, Health and Wellness Girly. Yeah, Health and Wellness Girly. It's funny how she went to eating jizz. Like, that's what she's like that's her go-to is like eating jizz. So I would have to wonder, like, who's she out here tasting that's like something that comes to mind as a comeback. You know what I mean? Because you don't really like that kind of stuff doesn't just pop in your mind. Like, how did he taste? Like, that's weird. You know what I mean? So she must be out here tasting a lot of stuff allegedly for that to be her comeback. That's all I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? I said it. Okay, so somebody actually did post a picture and said that, they were there. And let's see if I can find it. So Hannah comes in and says, for everyone who thinks his finger disappears in this video, and it looks weird that it disappears and that it's AI, if you've ever actually watched Charlie, you would know that he was well known to mess with his rings a lot. So no, his finger did not disappear because the video's AI. All he was doing was fiddling with his ring. That's literally it. And I believe that. He's probably fiddling with his ring. Maybe that's why we didn't see it. Let's see if we can. That's loud as F. Let's see if we can pull up the part that she's talking about in the video that happens. Because we can see his finger in all these videos when he's messing with his ring, right? Yeah, I don't think his finger disappears. I think I see it right there. I think I see it right here, like bent down, So, okay. He has the finger. Okay. There you go. I'm trying to find the one. Okay. Caboose says, since everyone online loves to say that Charlie's video is AI and that the building the machine backdrop was from an event in 2023, here are my photos from the Aspen Investors Retreat where you can see the same build the machine backdrop in the background and Charlie's notes for the presentation. I also included screenshots showing the metadata so everyone can see the date. So here is the picture he's talking about. And up at the very top, you can see the backdrop here. And it's the one that Charlie's standing in front of in that video. All right. So I'm going to go so far as to say that perhaps he was saying something at this, whatever this is. Okay. Maybe he was saying something. Maybe he was there. Okay. Maybe they did get a video of Charlie saying something. But I don't think he was saying what they are saying he's saying. And I don't think they should have sent out an edited video. Okay, I don't think that should have been what they put out. If you want to show that it's legit, show the fucking video. That's the dumbest thing ever, to edit it and layer things onto it and cut it and move shit around, because you aren't showing us the actual video. So, like, why did you even put it out in the first place? You knew this was gonna happen. It feels like they do all this shit for attention, honestly. It's like they're losing attention, so they do this to get attention. That's what I think. Because how dumb was that video? I really can't stand it. Let's see. And here's a little snippet somebody posted. And Travis says, Erica, you're filthy rich. Go be a stay-at-home mom for my children. And this is Charlie saying something. I imagine it's something about women staying at home and taking care of kids. Let's see what he says.
It is the most important task an individual can take. Period. I think it is so, I sorry to interrupt you, I mean that. It is so nasty and so wrong. Stay-at-home moms are heroes, and we need more stay-at-home moms in this country, not less. Okay. It is the most...
Interesting that Charlie would say all this. I mean, Charlie's nothing but a goddamn liar, okay? He's a liar because he wants his own wife to go get, in the line of fire. He wants her put right in the line of fire, okay? That's what he seems to want. Evidently, allegedly, in my opinion. Speaking of Turning Point USA, Muppet Masher chimes in to 11 hours ago and says, assuming the deal goes through, Waterstone will soon take over for Salem Media as the owners of the Charlie Kirk Show. And what seems like an undervalued purchase agreement at Waterstone will take over within the next few months, and Ken Harrison is the CEO. Ken Harrison is very closely connected with Victor Marx and has a notable history in military and law enforcement. Again, this rabbit hole is another deep one that will take a few months to find what's at the bottom. But so far, the numbers are staggering, and they don't add up. Is this a charitable organization or an investment fund? Are they receiving tax exemptions legally? This is your department. And then he posts, some pictures of whatever they're going to be taking over, and such and all these numbers and shit like this. Okay, which, I don't understand any of this. He sends it to Danks and Wolves in Finance because they can read all that stuff and tell us, right? They're going to try to analyze that. But that's kind of strange. Friends with Victor Marx and all this other stuff. It's just, I just don't dig it. I don't like that. Victor Marx is a weirdo, right? He's just like got something wrong with him. I don't know what it is. Allegedly, in my opinion. I don't know. Maybe I'm a weirdo. I don't care. So anyways, Trevor's post is Erica Kirk protects PDFs. That somebody calls that out, and this is her face when they said that. So let's take a close up look at Erica's face when they said that. She seems disgusted and nervous. She's licking her lips because she's nervous. And then she just reverts back to her dumbass speech and continues to talk about Jesus and weird shit. We went over this in my video. It was dumb. She said something stupid because she's stupid. All right. So this one, where's the one at? So Gary decides to go off about Baron Coleman, and I thought it was hilarious, okay? Because I get a kick out of Gary. I actually think he's funny. I don't think he's intentionally meaning to be funny, okay? But I get a kick out of this dude. I really do. So we're going to watch this little clip where he starts ripping on Baron Coleman. Like, listen, Baron Coleman is the shit, all right? I don't know about you guys, but I love Baron Coleman. All right, this dude is smart as hell. He's an attorney in how many different states he can practice in? I don't even know. All right. He comes out here and sits on a podcast for 3 hours and gets hundreds of thousands of views every single day. People absolutely love him. He speaks well. He's very well spoken. He's very handsome. He's the shit. All right. And Gary from Paramount Tactical, he thinks he can rip on him. He thinks he can go in on him and say something to discredit Baron Coleman in some way. What the hell are you thinking, Gary? Because no, that doesn't work. Okay, it just doesn't compute. And so I find this hilarious and I want to share it with you guys because it's freaking hilarious. Okay, let's listen to what Gary says about Barron. He's about to go off, son. Bet.
You know, this is the problem with guys that are narcissists that have such egos. They're used to pushing people around and intimidating them into silence.
Mm-hmm.
You don't scare me at all, Barron.
Like he stutters right there because he's scared. Okay, so he's like, you don't scare me. Very convincing, bruh.
I'm not worried about you, brother.
Yes,
So,
you are.
Continue on with your monologue here.
A little bit of poking around here and there. Well, I'm gonna knock a 5-year-old out. If I may say that. I'm gonna knock a 5-year-old out. And his little trash piece of white trash that hangs out on his show. So we'll talk.
This is a grown lawyer right here, folks. He's a professional.
Talk about that tonight, guys. If you don't like negativity, just watch the first segment or two, and then we'll flip. I'll let you know when the switch gets flipped, and I'll let you know when it's time to tune out if you don't like negativity. If you don't like pieces of trash being exposed, stalkers, people who take advantage of veterans, people who parade around as if.
I hope you're listening, Barron. I want you to listen to the statements of facts. You forgot to throw in allegedly.
Ooh, except for dumbass, it's literally written right behind his head. It's literally written behind his head, and it's on every single podcast and everything he says. It's always right there. Allegedly. Okay. And being the Barron's lawyer, I highly doubt that he's actually going to forget to say allegedly. Let me know in the chat. Do you think Barron's going to forget to say allegedly? Yes or no? Think he's going to say allegedly? Or you think he's going to just be forgetful? Because, he's unprofessional, like Gary says.
In any of this. So
if they're veterans, mislead people like they're veterans, stolen valor, wearing military uniforms.
A lot of accusations. I haven't heard a single allegedly. Those are statements of facts, Barron.
Wearing military regalia, having never served. If you don't like that, if you don't like people sitting in the laps of people who were arrested in Mexico for underage children, if you don't like that kind of stuff,
just stopping right here, he's not saying anything right now about anybody. So why would he have to say allegedly in the first place? He's like, if you don't like this and if you don't like that, like if you don't like a bunch of assholes, and you don't like this and you don't like that, he's not saying anything that would require to say allegedly at that point in time, up to this point, right? We're a minute 37 seconds. He hasn't said a name. He hasn't pinpointed directly to any person at this point just yet. Now, he's about to, but I'm just saying, he's jumping on the allegedly train. And he said nothing directly about a single person yet. So no, he wouldn't need to even say allegedly at this point. He's asking people, if you don't like this type of thing, okay, why do you have to say allegedly for that? You don't. He's asking a question. If you don't like a person like this, he hasn't named the person just yet. Now he's about to, but I'm just saying, there's no reason for him to say allegedly, especially when it's stamped all across his freaking, his backdrop.
you don't want to see those images, then turn the channel when we get there. Because that's who Gary has producing his show. Allegedly, in my opinion. Allegedly, in my opinion, Gary
not gonna work.
Has a producer who fawns all over people who get arrested in Mexico.
Ooh, Gary, no, you didn't. No, you did not. You mean he's got a producer that fawns on people and gets arrested in Mexico? Ooh, girl. Oh, shit.
For diddling.
Diddling? Who's diddling? Oh my gosh, now people are diddling. I cannot. This is getting crazy, guys. This is getting crazy. Gary, what is going on? Do you have a diddler on your staff? A diddler? A diddler. My God.
That's not true, but let's continue to go. And at this point, do we even know who he's talking? Like, do I even know if he's talking about some other person or Jen herself? Because those sure start to get conflated.
Well, I thought you said he needed to say allegedly because he was making statements of fact about a direct person. Which one is it? Is it conflated, or is it directly speaking about a single person and he should say allegedly? I'm not sure what you're talking about because you're making no sense right now.
And I don't think that's by accident, by the way.
That's allegedly. That's allegedly, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion. And we're going to talk about it in depth tonight. But first, whoo, I'm so heated right now, guys.
Look, he's all red in the face.
But first, I do.
Like, yeah, I don't see that. I can't see the red. Anybody see Baron be getting red faced here? I don't really see that at all. It's not coming through on my computer, bruh.
I want to get to an opening statement that I think has application. Low budget, horrific people, low character, low quality character individuals working for him, destroying his good name, destroying everything he's built. It's not just Gary. It's also the Charlie Kirk show. It's also the Charlie Kirk show. They keep Blake Neff on staff. Blake Neff is a verified racist, misogynist a-hole. That's what he is. And it's not even allegedly, in my opinion. Like, he admitted it.
Okay, there you have it. That was pretty funny, though. I had to share that with you guys because Gary just sucks at like snarking on people. He sucks at it. You're really bad at it. So, anyways, that is not the only discovery that Baron has made. All those people being allegedly freaks and all this diddlers, all kind of shit. That's not the only thing that happened on the Baron Coleman show, right? This part here. This happened the other day when he discovered something that happened with Paramount Tactical, and it's absolutely hilarious. Okay, it's the funniest thing I've seen probably all week. All right, I want to share it with you guys because we need a laugh. Okay, we need to laugh. So thank you, Baron, for providing this wonderful, wonderful time we're all about to have. Okay.
Not worried about the shadows at all. It's the rest of it. You want a good Gary laugh? Check out Ian Carroll's post from 7:56. Central Daylight Time. We're talking about God's time because I don't do any other time zones. Paramount Tactical once again showing off his boomer tech skills. Oh, hold on. Let me see here. Oh, I got a whole lineup of these. Let's see here. Let's share. We'll all laugh together. Paramount Tactical once again showing off his boomer tech skills and sharing his grok chat history. Exposes himself as working with coordinated groups to control narratives. Also exposes he copy pastes grok for his post because he's apparently not smart enough to write them himself. You wouldn't understand. You're not tactical like Gary. Oh, wow. He did, didn't he? If I'm working collectively with a... Oh, no!
I snorted. Sorry, guys. That's hilarious.
That's a lawsuit with Discovery.
Oh,
Someone
shit.
clip that and send it to him. Gary, that is a lawsuit with Discovery. That's a lawsuit with Discovery. You just opened yourself up to a conspiracy count.
I want to see
You
Baron
know,
do
you
that
understand
again. I'm sorry.
the
I have to see it.
because he's apparently
That's
not
so
smart enough to
good.
write them himself. You wouldn't understand. You're not tactical like Gary. Oh, wow. He did, didn't he? If I'm working collectively with a... Oh, no!
So good. I love Baron. I love it.
That's a lawsuit with Discovery.
I got to pause right here for this comment. Okay. Whenever I hear Paramount Tactical, it's rather a paralyzed testicle. LOL. Someone on X actually said something about Gary's private problem. LOL. Paralyzed testicle. Now, is that say Mimi, right? Is that Mimi? I'm sorry. It went really small. Mimi? Mil. That's what I'm going to think from now on. Paralyzed testicle. That's it. That's it. That's what I'm going to hear every single time now. So thank you. That's great. That's freaking great. Thank you for that. All right, let's listen to Baron and see what he says happens now, because Gary did admit, he posted this, that he's working collectively with, he says, if I am working collectively with a group to fight disinformation and lies on X and other social media groups, provide tactics and techniques to use to boost each other's messages, to better utilize the algorithm and capitalize on established SM strategies, also list what not to do. So he's literally, I don't know why he would show this. Why would he post this? He showed this somewhere and showed everybody that this is what he's asking Grok. Like, what? Why would you say that? Why would you let people see this? What would you do this for? This is a huge snafu, because listen to what Baron says about this. This opens him up for discovery now, he says.
Someone clip that and send it to him. Gary, that is a lawsuit with Discovery. That's a lawsuit with Discovery. You just opened yourself up to a conspiracy count. You understand the Discovery.
Oh, you did not. Oh, no. You are in it now.
That comes with that text, because no longer does he get to go to the judge and say, I'm not working with anybody. What are you talking about? No. If I am working collectively with a group to fight disinformation and lies on X and other social media groups, provide tactics and techniques to use to boost each other's messages, to better utilize the algorithm and capitalize on established social media strategies, also list what not to do. Screen record in comments. Well, we're going to have to watch this.
Screen record of when he showed it or something.
Okay. So he clicks the screen record. Okay.
Oh, and then he
all right.
scrolls to show
Oh,
it.
so he put a no, this is going to be what takes down Gary's network and gets him sued.
Oh my God.
And I mean, this is like, you always wonder, it's so hard to get actual real discovery. You got to prove some kind of a conspiracy before you can start. Unbelievable.
Oh shit.
Unbelievable error by
That's
Gary.
Crazy.
Gary, you just earned yourself a lawsuit, bud. I got bad news for you.
Oh, no.
It may not be.
It says effective ethical tactics for a good coordinated group countering disinformation on X and other platforms. Focus on high quality factual content that adds value rather than gaming systems. I don't know. X's 2026 algorithm prioritizes predicted user engagement, blah, blah, blah. So he did get some advice there.
Be me, but it's going to be somebody you've attacked.
Core tactics to boost legitimate messages.
And I bet her name is Candace. Because this, if she doesn't, somebody's going to have to. Candace, Elizabeth Lane, somebody you've attacked. And it's going to open up your girl, Jen. So, Gary and Jen, congratulations. These people, I swear, are the stupidest people I've ever encountered.
I love
Like,
Barron.
Andrew tonight calls Charlie Kirk a liar and a hypocrite.
I missed that.
Allegedly, in my opinion. But that's
Yeah.
Gary outs the fact that he's working with a group of people to defame people. I mean, he's defamed me many times. So, you can't defame people in their profession. If you tell people I've lost a lawsuit that I haven't lost, that's defamation per se. Damages are presumed. I don't have to prove that. We just put it in front of a jury and let them say what it's worth.
Damn.
But in the meantime, I get discovery. And Jen, who works for him, is obviously going to be, I mean, what an idiot. What an idiot. These people. Oh my gosh. Sometimes it's your lucky day, guys. Sometimes it's your lucky day. I've always wondered.
I just freaking love him. He is hilarious. That's that. Can you believe this? I cannot believe it. This is so great. I can't even. Oh my God. Dude, that was great. We should start watching more Barron because he's freaking hilarious. I cannot with him. Oh, how about this? Elon literally says the reason they don't want voter ID is they commit voting fraud. That's the obvious truth. I just thought I would bring that to you guys' attention because I feel the same way. I mean, I just want to throw that in there. That's why they don't want voter ID. We don't vote for who's coming in. We don't vote at all. It's all just I think what they're doing, honestly, is I think they're getting people to fill out, like, they want everybody to register to vote. They're like, register to vote, register to vote. They have people walking up and down streets, TPUSA, what do they call them, door knockers, to get people to register to vote. And I think the more people that register to vote who don't vote, I think people are taking these ballots and then using them like mail-in ballots and electing whoever they want. So I think the more people that fill out a thing to vote and don't vote. I think that's what's happening. Let me know what you guys think about that. I totally believe that's exactly what's going on there. Totally believe that. Yeah, this Baron was like, Gary, man, Baron clipped this himself. It's to show Gary. What did Gary say? Did Gary even see this? Oh, Ali Faust says, wow, now we know. And then somebody put that one we just watched where he was saying something funny. Ian says, whoopsies, should have been more tactical, dog. Oh my gosh. We're blocked from Gary. Everybody's blocked from Gary. Gary didn't comment on this at all, I guess. And the gas part around the world. That's about right. That's so good. Rock right now after Gary disregarded the what not to do response. Oh my gosh. I tagged Gary, but he blocked me months ago. Does Gary have like so many people blocked? I've watched this 7 times solely because of your reaction. That literally, I watched it twice. Well, this had been 3rd time because I watched it right before I showed you guys. Yeah, people were tagging him and Andrew Kolvet. And they're not responding. They didn't respond at all in this, I guess. This is friggin' hilarious. Watching professional versus 5-year-old going against you. He does say you're good and admits it broke his show because he went on and on about Candace. Ultimately, it's this reason right here. I warned him months ago before he blocked me when he was doing it. I asked who was going to watch him after he went down that crazy direction of nonsense. Yeah, she shows her post and she said, are you just a gossip baby now? You get on here to say the same thing over and over until someone jumps on your bandwagon. Have you lost all your original people? What are you going to talk about when this is all over? Who is ever going to listen to you? Who's this post to? Oh, he was saying this to Project Constitution. I'll reply and give you more engagement with this response than you'll get all week. Okay, because Gary's a badass. Watch out now. He's a badass bitch. Okay, he's a badass. He's gonna give you some engagement. How about that? Let me sprinkle it on for you. How about that? All right, Gary. Nobody wants your goddamn engagement. Take your engagement. You can shove it up your butthole. All right. How about that? Take that engagement right on up in it. Just right on up in the butthole, all right? Now he's going to make fun of somebody's followers and their following and just how, little their channel is or their fucking account is or whatever. Like, because that's like super mature. He says, you've been on X since 2009 and you have only 3.2K posts and only 170 followers. You really want to talk about me? Who is going to listen to you? Seriously? But you keep reposting Project Constitution's fictional trash. I'm sure you and Colin are soulmates. Blocked. And that's where he blocked Ashley. So he literally just like made fun of her following. That's a dick move. That's a dick move. Like, you're really going to make some fun of somebody's following? Like, fuck off, Gary. How about that? Eat a big old bag of dicks. Okay? Unreal. This is a good one. She said, also, this is probably a low IQ question, but why can't we all, like 6 million of us, start a class action against them for psychological abuse? Like all of them. TPUSA, Benny Browse, Larry Loomer, Jay, the OnlyFans dude, Debbie, the swinger, Blakey, Sneff, etc. I'm so fed up with their bullshit. I hear that, girl. You get that suit going, I'll hop on. Because mom's like psychologically damaged from them idiots. Like, that's so rude of them. So many crab berries. So many crab Baron's response. This was so good. This is so good. I love it. Thank you, Baron, for this enjoyment today. This was amazing. So good. So good. Let me see what else I had for us here. How much time are we on here? What do we got? Oh, I can't see. Oh, an hour. Okay. Like an hour and 15 minutes. I think Oh, I wanted to hear what this one was. This is from the Real Bays, and I only met him one time. I talked to him one time, but I don't really know him. But I just wanted to hear what he says here because I didn't even listen to this or know what it was, but it had something to do with Gary, and I figured he was probably making fun of him. So why not? Why not have a listen, right? He says, "I really don't know how anyone still watches this guy. I don't think there's anyone more hypocritical on YouTube. Shout out to the real ones who actually put in the work to try to find the truth." All right, Bays. Let's hear what Bays says.
Given how little bit of material that we have, it's not going to be much thicker than that pork butt. Even if it hits the bone, I would expect to see an obvious and significant exit wound.
No wonder Gary didn't want to acknowledge that video. And yeah, you're right. It's not a video about a pig bone. It's not even a video about a pig butt. This video was about how you didn't believe the narrative either. Mr. Green Beret Sniper, who does this for a living and has all the experience and all the friends that you were working with.
What I said at the very beginning of this is that it's unlikely, which is why I thought there was some sort of deflection.
No. You said,
look, I'm telling you, I think there's probably a 90% chance that he wasn't wearing body armor.
And you emphasized how obvious it was that it was an exit wound. You even said it twice.
That is what we'd expect from a rifle exit wound. I mean, it is so obvious. There's no confusing an exit wound with an entrance wound. There just isn't. It is extremely obvious.
Just like it's extremely obvious that any YouTuber that's struggling to build his channel for 4 years is going to remember the first video that hits 1 million, September 17th, before most of these people even knew who Barron was, and right before you got those contracts. And then you tried to make me look stupid on your show, like I didn't know what I was talking about.
And because I did the research.
Oh, because you did the research. So all those years as a sniper in the military, a Green Beret, a specialist with long-range weapons, but you did a little more research and then you changed your mind. But then why did you play dumb about that video? From my perspective, it's just...
That's true. That's true. Bass got a point right here because, you know, evidently Paramount Tactical came out swinging and was like, nah, that ain't it, bro. That ain't what happened. That don't look like that. Nope, 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 no, sir. Like all hard, right? And then he's saying like your video hit 1 million, that's what got you up there, and then all of a sudden you changed your mind. He's asking like, what's up? Why'd you change your mind like that? He said he just did a little bit more research and then realized, yeah, that was so he was totally wrong. He was totally wrong about what he said in the first time. And that is very suspicious, I gotta say. And you know, I think it's rude if he's out here now ripping on and trying to say shit about Bass. Like, step off, Gary. All right? Leave Bays alone.
To lie by omission. Then your friend is making a video talking crap about me. You guys both block me on X, and then you're DMing Danks trying to be all buddy-buddy and have us on your show so we can...
Oh, shit. Look at this. Danks. I'd like to offer us doing a collaboration, so to speak. I disagree with you most things. I disagree with you most things, but I do feel like you're sincere. I'm sure you'd like to put out accurate information. And your last episode where Elizabeth criminally indicted herself, I'd like to see the record corrected if you're up for it. I'll answer any questions you have. We'll see if we can come to an agreement on elements of this case and or civil disagreement. I propose you and your co-host Real Bays, along with myself and co-host Rage Bronson. Let me know. And if you're amenable, we can set it up. Thanks, Gary. Ooh, shit.
Can work this out. There is just nothing about you that comes off genuine.
Bays just told you, and what? Bays just told you, and what? And what, Gary? Bays did that. Bays told him. I think that's hilarious. That's hilarious. And this was the original post by Ian Carroll, who was making fun of it. He says he also copies and pastes grok stuff for his posts because apparently he can't write them himself. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah. Very interesting. Yeah. Travis is trying to say these two photos, like the shades are different on the you know, the backdrop, and I could see that, but I think, you know, if it's taken from a different angle, I could see, or a different camera, you know, that would be one of the reasons why it would be so different looking. The shade of that would be different looking. So I can't really say much there, you know. Then we've got the quivering water bottle. People are saying stuff about that. However, I just say if he's bumping into the thing, of course that's going to shake around, you know, if he's bumping into the podium. I would like to see the full video, though, to see if he's bumping into the podium. Looks like he could be, right? I don't think the water bottle's anything. I think that's just normal shit. I don't think that's anything. But some people are thinking that's like, you know. Oh, shit. Let's see what Blake Neff has to say. You guys know I love this bald bastard. I love him. My God. He says, I work for the Charlie Kirk show because Charlie chose to hire me, bitch. I remained there for 3 years because he valued the help and advice I gave him, and I knew it was doing good for the country. I have stayed the past year because Charlie is a martyr and carrying on his work is a solemn obligation. It's sad that you cannot see the obvious and have instead thrown in with people who hate Charlie and what he stood for and whose only obsession is destroying it. Let me can stop you right there, you little bald bastard, because I have something to show you guys. Yeah, I really do. Okay. So this post here, talking about Blake and how great he was and how they got along with Charlie, right? Listen to this, guys, because you're not going to believe this shit, okay? So John Mappin sent this out. He says, Dear Blake, I'm assuming he means Blake Neff, okay? I'm going to see if I can find him tagging Blake or whatever. I don't know. He didn't really tag anything. And he made an addendum, so we're going to look at that too. But this is very important, okay? This is an important post here. Oh, yeah, he was taking Blake. He was tagging Blake. Oh, it's a big, long thing. Okay, so originally this was on June 4th. John says, as we know what Charlie's intentions were as a peacemaker, not least as Charlie, Erica, and we worked extensively in that direction. I can assure you that Candace is indeed taking actions that are fully aligned with Charlie's intentions. She's a peacemaker, and her actions are deeply spiritually healing, not just for her nation, but Charlie, not for just her nation and Charlie, but for the world, okay? And then Blake's butts in, because, you know, he's got to put that bald penis head right in there, right in everything, just like, you know, shove it in, like, you know, you would expect. He says, when Charlie met you in London, you gave him a big speech about how Vladimir Putin is a peacemaker. Maybe you should consider that your instincts on such questions are subpar. Like, Blake, I really don't think you need to be discussing with anything. Like, literally, you should not be calling anybody out for being subpar in any aspect, okay, of life at all. You are definitely not a good judge of what is subpar, or maybe you are, because you look in the mirror every day and see it in everything you do. So maybe you are. I could take that back. I'm sorry. Yeah, I could take that back. He's definitely subpar, and he could recognize other things that are subpar, I would guess. So John comes back and he says, Dear Blake, all right, you little bastard. He says, Charlie asked to see me in London specifically, and first and foremost because he wanted my spiritual advice and subject matter knowledge regarding the creation of peace between Russia and Ukraine, and he knew that I understood the nuanced dynamics involved. As you will recall, it was the very first subject on which he asked my opinion when I joined his table, where you were sitting in the May sunshine outside of the Mandarin Oriental Tea Terrace. He said, I barely had a moment to order a cup of tea and a glass of water, having driven 4.5 hours from Camelot Castle to see him. Charlie was very concerned about the state of the conflict and prospects for peace. He also wanted to see me because he wished to access further mega funding from friends of ours in the USA to support Team USA. But on both counts, listen to this, despite the long drives, I was glad to help him. He was concerned and wanted a deeper understanding of the situation, not least because first, between the president and Putin, Trump was scheduled for the following day. They were going to have a call or whatever. Charlie always liked to understand subjects in depth, and he wanted to help ensure that conversations between the leaders went well. I know that we helped with that. This was not an uncommon aspect of our friendship. Charlie looked beyond the obvious prepackaged narratives. And this is the funny part, okay? Because this talks a lot about, this kind of points a lot to Blake's character, all right? Now, mind you, setting the scene, right? John drives 4.5 hours to go meet up with Charlie because they want to discuss different things. He wants to get some spiritual advice and some advice on trying to convince the leaders to opt for peace, right? So he's talking to John. John pulls up, sits down at the table. He says, I do recall well that within minutes of our first meeting, like some sort of sentinel, you rather rudely and ignorantly kept interrupting both Charlie and my conversation with your dull, bellicose, geopolitical ignorance and Cold War, out-of-date, old-fashioned, plagiarized ideas that have already resulted in and have already seen thousands killed on both sides. So much so that, as you will recall, you little punk biatch, Charlie and I gave up on trying to talk with you present. They sat there and was trying to talk, and Blake was butting his dumb ass in. They literally had to cut their conversation. They quit talk. He was like, you know what, fuck it. I can't even talk to you right now because this little bastard won't shut his mouth. Allegedly. Okay, this is the picture that it's painting in my head. All right. Does that surprise anybody? Charlie didn't give a shit. He was like, dude, this guy's an idiot. Oh my God. I can see it. I can picture it in my head. So he said, so much so that, as you recall, Charlie and I gave up on trying to talk with you present at all. Okay. And Charlie, observably rather embarrassed by you, he was embarrassed by Blake. That's how much Blake was annoying the shit out of him. He was embarrassed, allegedly, according to John. He said he requested that he and I speak privately on the matter after dinner, which we did during a private walk in Hyde Park together, a discussion which you were not a party to in your then secretarial capacity, and nor was anyone else. I think that really says a lot about Blake's character. Can you guys picture Blake butting his bald head into everything, shoving it into every little thing they say, and Charlie sitting there getting embarrassed because his, this little idiot won't shut the hell up, and he's trying to have a legit conversation with a donor and somebody who he's seeking advice from? I can picture it clear as day. Thank you so much for the super sticker, Painful Truth. I appreciate that. Don't forget to hit the like, everybody. Hit the like, 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 hit that like. Okay, like. It helps out so very much. So don't forget to do it. Okay? Yes. Angela can picture that. Yes. Angela can picture that. I can picture it too, girl. Like, I can imagine Charlie being like, oh my God, this dude needs to shut up. Like, he's embarrassing the shit out of me. Like, I'm trying to get some advice. I'm trying to get some money. He won't shut up. Oh my God. And they're like, you know what? We'll just discuss this in private later when the kids are in bed, because they, this one won't shut the hell up. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. Okay? And that's what I picture. That's what I picture when I see Blake Neff. And that's how he acts, like he knows all this stuff and whatever. And I imagine Charlie would, I can imagine Charlie being embarrassed by him. I really can. In my opinion, I think Charlie hired him because he felt pity for him. And he was like, dude, this guy needs a second chance. Maybe he's not as big of a dick as like he's making out to be. So let's give him a chance here and see what happens, And, I don't think Charlie was around enough to notice just what the people around his, foundation, whatever you want to call it, organization. I don't think he was around enough to see all these little things that were going on. They said they kept him out like 300 and some days a year. Like, so if you're never home for like the whole entire year and you're not in the office and you're not working side by side with these people every single day, you're not going to notice them being shady little dicks. But this sounds to me like, Charlie didn't really respect Blake. He was embarrassed by him. Well, according to John, allegedly, in my opinion. Yeah. He continues on and says Charlie was a peacemaker and a true friend of Charlie's actually knew that, okay, and knows that neither of us wanted, from a patriotic point of view, our respective countries, Britain and America, to be pulled into a war and to witness wasted lives and treasure in a pointless exercise that by that time in May had already failed. The photo below was taken at the Mandarin Oriental on May 18th, just after our walk. To be honest, Blake, I questioned why you were working so closely with him and Turning Point at all. So at odds and dissonant with Charlie's peacemaking soul, philosophy, and agenda were you? So Blake, nothing like Charlie, right? Nothing like Charlie. So when Blake's sitting out there speaking for Charlie, all right, how's he speaking for Charlie if he was nothing like Charlie? Like, how is he out there speaking for Charlie day after day after day, putting words into Charlie's mouth and people are supposed to believe it? And, John's sitting here basically saying, like, Charlie's embarrassed by you. He didn't want you around for the big talks, with the grown-ups, with the big people, with the people with money, with people with knowledge, because you were embarrassing and he didn't want you around for these conversations. And also, I mean, you didn't agree with anything that Charlie believed in anyways, And so now we see him sitting out on the Charlie Kirk show. It's not called the Blake Neff show. No. I don't know who would watch that. Put a 1 in the chat if you would not watch Blake Neff if it was called the Blake Neff show. Put a 1. I want to know who's not watching. 1 for no, 2 for yes. And look, if you would watch it, you can tell me. I'm not going to make fun of you. I promise. I promise I won't make fun of you if you would watch Blake Neff like daily on the Blake Neff show. 1 or 2. Let me see these answers. All right, 1. Oh, we got some 1s coming in. Buffy said 1. Angela said 1. GK said 1. Honeybee said 1. Cocoa Bean said 1. All right, all right. Me Lucky Clover is just over here cracking up. I can't blame him. I can't blame him. Allison said 1. Yeah, I mean, nobody's watching that shit, right? Nobody. And the reason why I think Blake is so jealous of Candace is because, look, Candace has her own show called The Fucking Candace Owens Show, bitch. And you know what? Millions of people watch her. Millions of people watch her. Okay? She got it like that. She got it like that so much so that she doesn't even monetize her videos. Okay? She doesn't get money from YouTube for ads, from AdSense. She gets money from super stickers and things like that, but she doesn't get money from the actual ads. Do you know how many millions of dollars that is that she's not getting because she doesn't turn that button on to monetize her videos? And they're talking about how much money she's making off Charlie. Meanwhile, she doesn't even monetize them things. It's crazy. But I digress. I was saying that Candace has her own show called The Candace Owens Show. Millions of people watch it because they love her. Just like Baron Coleman. Dude's a genius. Dude's handsome, wonderful, smart, intelligent genius. And people tune in to watch him daily. Okay? Millions of people love these people. And their shows are their names. All right? And yeah, Blake Neff has to work on the Charlie Kirk show. Okay? The Charlie Kirk show. Yeah. Buffy said Candace has 6 million subscribers. And you know what? We're going to have 6 million subscribers over here soon, guys. I promise. Like, I really promise. If you are new, please subscribe. We're trying to reach 6 million subs like Candace Owens. All right. I was aiming for 1 million, but maybe I'll aim for 6 now. You know? Won't even hate watch Blake. Girlie, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, the hate watch. I feel you, girl. I know. No one's watching either way, except to catch them in nonsense. Exactly. That's the only reason I would watch anything. I can't watch them on their show just to watch and see what they say. I have to wait for somebody to catch something and clip it, and then I'll watch the clip, to see the dumb shit. Exactly like Me Lucky Clover saying. I just can't watch them full time. They are like nails on a chalkboard, kind of like Erica Kirk up there speaking about things. I can't watch her either. It's like I can only watch a moment, and then I literally physically want to crawl out of my skin and claw my eyes out. Just something about them. Something about that whole gang over there. I mean, what is it? Is it because they're tainted by demons and evil? Is that what it is? I don't know. I'm just asking. It's like, feels like something's going on there. Because how could you literally physically feel like ick when you're watching these things? I don't get that even from watching Gary. I'll watch Gary. I don't get that like feeling, I'll hate watch Gary just because he's funny and he's just like whatever. But yeah, I can't watch these guys. I can't watch them at all. But anyways, that's Blake's character, right? John goes on to say, had Charlie lived, I do not believe that you and a few others would still have a role there. He thinks Charlie would have canned these bastards. And, he goes on to say Vladimir Putin, even though many have been MK Ultra PSYOP programmed not to believe it, is indeed a peacemaker. And President Trump also would like to be a peacemaker, but there's a hidden, destructively intentioned third party in this beautiful world with considerable control over the affairs of man and some of our leaders that likes to profit from wars and profits from upset and division, or more accurately, they believe that they profit from these things. They're actually fate and state, or the actual fate and state are ghastly. If one chooses to work for that element, then one will reap the whirlwind. He says we remain peacemakers, and it's observable that Candace does too, in the sense that she, I, and thousands of others that have not been fooled continue to forward Charlie's legacy, and we will speak for him as needed. You, Blake, will clearly do as you please, which you are obviously doing. But do try and work on your manners during conversations with people that you have only recently met and are not yet acquainted with. It will serve you well. Manners maketh man. Thank you for reminding me of this moment as you did. Kind regards, John. And then here's a picture of John and Charlie after their walk. After they talked, like grown-ups, with the kids, had to put the kids to bed first because they wouldn't shut the fuck up, basically. Kept butting in and saying dumb shit. Charlie was like, Jesus, oh my God, shut this little asshole up, you know. And he keeps an addendum. And he says, truth, Candace, you are telling us the truth about Russia. Charlie understood this too, and this is why he wanted to see us in London, and why he desperately wanted to push hard and continue to push for peace in Ukraine and Iran, and why he pushed for positive, sane relations with Russia. Yeah, it seems like he's really trying to get the point across that Charlie was a peacemaker, right? So like he wouldn't be up for all this war. He just wouldn't be. He was a peacemaker, peacemaker, peacemaker. And he keeps repeating the peacemaker thing, you know? And I wanted to show, he had some text message or something here. Him and Charlie. If Russia's not willing to engage, eventually the US has to say that this is not our war. It seems as if our prayers and actions may have taken the world one step closer to peace. Well done, Charlie. How did it go in Cambridge? So yeah, he's showing like Charlie, you know, pushed for peace and things with Russia. Candace's takeaway from Russia: literally everything is fake and gay. They are lying about everything at every hour of every single day. The overreaction to me merely traveling to Moscow is precisely because they know I am not funded by any foreign nation or state, nor am I inherently, holy shit, capable of being controlled. I believe that. She is not capable of being controlled, right here. Nor am I inherently capable of being controlled. And that's the thing about somebody who, you know, is innocent, or somebody who doesn't go out and do a bunch of shenanigans and have all these hidden things in their past and things like that. They're unable to be controlled. They're unable to be blackmailed because there's nothing on them. You can't find shit. All right. And that's the whole thing with Candace. I truly believe she's not in control by, like, no one's controlling that woman. Okay. She's going to do and say whatever the fuck she wants because no one controls her. And I truly believe that. She says she's been investigated by everyone, from the literal president of France, who admitted to hiring former feds to look into my potential foreign ties, to the Israeli Ministry of Foreign Affairs laying out a plan for their docs to smear me as part of their propaganda to win back support for Israel. They have nothing on me other than, she's demonic, plus repeat demands to sue her for refusing to bend the knee to their satanic agenda. I'm telling the truth about Russia because I am genuinely shocked by how absolutely upside down the narrative about it is, beyond obvious to me now which way the economic wind is blowing. She said, if by shitty you mean everything in their society exactly the same, but somehow cheaper, cleaner, and more inspiring, then we can import some of that Russia shit to America. Gas is cheaper, food is cheaper, and they have less debt. Our media lies day in and day out. It's pretty disgusting. That's pretty disgusting. They pretend Russia's on the brink of collapse to justify our own citizens struggling to afford basic necessities. Keep playing up to the Western delusion that Russia is failing because we punish them with sanctions for their moral sins, while we roll out the red carpet for the genocidal state of Israel. Keeps applauding the same dumb foreign policy initiatives which brought us we can overtake Persia in 2 weeks, Mr. President. Everything we are doing and have done is stupid, and we owe it to a bunch of geriatric ball worshippers who think if they kill enough Palestinian children, they'll provide themselves chosen for saint. Reality, the Eastern Hemisphere is now on the rise, and you can't gatekeep that reality forever. Wow. Candace told them. Candace told them. Russian deemed barbaric for its lack of gayness and degeneracy. Oh shit, Dunwin's in the house. What's Dunwin over here saying? I don't even know. I'm late. Block it. Yo, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry if you were late. I tried to put this out earlier so you guys would know. when I actually create the live stream, it should give you a notification saying like that something came out. And then, you know, when you click on it, you'll see that it's an hour away or 2 hours away. I try to do it a little earlier so you guys can catch that, but I don't think it's pushing out the notifications, or you guys don't have your notifications set to all. You literally have to go to where you hit the subscribe button and choose notify me of everything. Cause of course you don't want to miss any of this snark. Come on, guys. You can't miss it. You can't miss it. Yeah, you can't miss it. You can't miss it. Tanya, my moods have moods every day, girl. Oh, you don't even know. You do not even, well, maybe you do, because your moods have moods too. Yes, you're here. That's the important thing. That, yes, yes. Anybody loves the snark. I love she's like my friends. Yeah, we can. I think that's sad. Many of us can relate to the moods having moods. Dunwich says he'd be lucky to be a twat waffle. Oh, never have gotten a notification to my button be all since day one. That's so rude. Why does YouTube hate me so bad, guys? What's the deal? What's the deal? We're just gonna keep pushing through. We're just gonna keep pushing, guys. We're just gonna keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna hit that million like next week. I know it. I know it. You know what, Angela? I don't know what happened. I upgraded, like my phone had an update, and now I feel like my autocorrect is all messed up, or somehow it doesn't work on YouTube anymore. Because when I'll be in the comment section typing stuff, it doesn't correct anything I say. And now I'm so used to it always correcting it, I don't even double check. So I'll be saying the dumbest shit now because everything's misspelled and all wrong. But it's only on YouTube. I don't understand that. I'm so confused by that. I don't know what happened with it. I really don't. But yeah, John, you know, John's like, listen, Blake was a little punk bitch, basically, allegedly, in my opinion. That's what he was basically trying to say. Blake's a punk ass bitch. And I believe it. I totally believe it. What Charlie Kirk texted me, the failure and cowardice of Catholic leaders, especially the bishops, to put an end to these types of LGBTQ scandals, prompted Charlie Kirk to send me this text message on June 1st, 2023. Yeah. Charlie was not a Catholic. I'm Catholic. Oh, fuck. That explains it. You know what? I'm pretty sure in the Catholic religion, all you have to do to access heaven is just like go and what is that? Where you go in and you tell the priest that you did something bad and he absolves you of your sins. So like he can do whatever he wants and then just at the end of the week just go in on Sunday and be like, look, I was a dick on Monday. I was a real asshole on Tuesday. All right. I lied about 75 things on Wednesday. I made a fake video. And then I told a bunch of people off like today. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. And the priest's like, do 22 Hail Marys and we shall wash you of your sins. So then he literally comes out of there sin free. Like he can do whatever he wants, just confess, then you go straight to heaven. Like straight to heaven because he confessed his sins. That explains why Blake probably, is such a D-bag, in my opinion, allegedly. Mm-hmm. He says Charlie was not a Catholic. I'm Catholic. Many figured a turning point of Catholic. Like, guess what? We figured that out. Okay. He was friends with countless Catholics, all of us who would have appreciated him becoming Catholic, but he wasn't. He was an open-minded evangelical who appreciated the ritual and tradition of the church. I can understand how people would misinterpret Charlie's text message there, but he really was just saying this keeps people like me from converting. No, motherfucker, that's not what he said. Wow, do you see how he twisted that? He quotes it. This keeps people like me from converting. That's not the quote. The quote is stuff like this prevents good people from converting like me. That's a different sentence altogether, okay? That's a different sentence altogether. I can't stand Blake. Let me just tell you that. Guy, I'm going to tell you the truth. Okay, look, I don't know how I feel about Blake. I'm so confused about my feelings, Blake. Like, I love him because everything he says is just so, like, it's so good. It's so good. But he's such a D-bag. You know what I mean? I just want to, like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like, I want to invite him into a boxing match. That's what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Oh shit, what is Victor Marx saying? That's right, he's trying to be an elected official, isn't this? Oh my god, I forgot about this. Like, what is our fucking country coming to, bro? Like, what are we out here doing that this is who's running? Victor Marx is running for an office. We saw how wacky this dude is allegedly. We saw that. We watched that whole thing, remember? That was crazy. That was like, oh. Yeah, a little bit weird. Remember, he wore a dead cat head when he was like 2 or 3. He like put a dead cat on his head and walked around town and shit, allegedly. I don't know. He says ballots start hitting mailboxes today, and we're leading, but a lead doesn't win. Help us finish strong, reach more voters, and win on June 30th. Donate today. We're taking it back. Donate today. Why do these rich bastards always ask us for our money? What is it about that? Why are they always asking for my money? Bitch, I won't give you $1. I won't give you 2 cents. I want to give you 1 penny, even if I found it on the ground and had dog poop on it. I would not give it to you. Okay? I would pick it up, poop and all, just so you wouldn't get it. I'm sick of these people. Yes, confessionals. That's right, Aja, confessionals. They go to confession, and then all their sins are washed away. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with that. I mean, nothing at all. That is their religion. I'm just saying that people can take advantage of that because then they can go run amok and then just go confess their sins and they're absolved. It's cool. We're done. We're good. You're good. Go have fun now. You're going to go to heaven. If something happens to you, you got to straight to heaven you go, you know? And I think they take advantage of that. That's all I'm saying. Nothing wrong with being Catholic. Don't get me wrong. I literally support anybody's religion, whatever you want to be, you go do you. I have no problem with any of that. I'm just saying, you know, they get around some of that shit because their religion allows it. Let's see what Victor has to say. Hey, Victor, what you got to say, buddy? Let's hear what Victor has to say. Here he is. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this?
Hey everybody, today
Hey, Victor.
the ballots drop, and today the race to June 30th begins.
All right.
We're in the lead, but the lead isn't a win. And right now, everything we built comes down to one thing.
What?
Whether we finish what we started.
Do you need money for that? Or can you just go ahead and do you?
This is the moment. It's not next week. It's not someday. It is today. And your donation.
Oh, there it is. There it is. And let me tell you something. If you donated to this guy, you're a dumbass. All right? Period. Isn't he already rich? Doesn't he own like all this shit? Isn't he some kind of like whatever? And he does all this stuff and he teaches and he has a school and he does all like, why in the world does he need $1 from you? Why? Why does Turning Point USA? I don't understand that either. They can't afford to hire a person to get online and clean up those stupid ass chapters that are fake on their website. They can't clean that up. They can't afford that. I don't know. If I'm gonna donate, I'm gonna see you cleaning up them chapters so I know how many chapters there actually are. That's what I'd like to see from Turning Point. But I'm just saying, why do people donate for these things? Yeah, you know what the problem is? They do pay some people for their votes. I'm sure they pay people for making people go, well, not for their votes, but like they pay these people that go out and register a bunch of people to vote, and then the people don't go vote, and then they take their ballots and mail them in. Like, look, they said there was like so many people online who started doing where they would go check to see what they voted for in the past. Like they go check their votes, even though they've not voted in 10 years. And they're like, all 10 years there was a vote submitted on my behalf. And so that means somebody's voting on their name. So if you're not voting, they could potentially be voting under your name. You just got to be very careful with that. So if you are registered to vote, I just highly suggest you go vote. Don't let somebody else steal your vote, because I think that's exactly what's happening out here. But I'm just sick of these people asking for our money. Like, no, I can't afford it, bro. Like, well, I can't even afford half the shit I got to do in the whole week. Like, I'm probably down to $30. What do you mean? It's Monday and I only have $30 left. Like, how are you going to ask me for my money? And people actually in my same position, with it being Monday and only having $30, will give them like 15. They'll give these people money. They're like, oh my gosh, yeah, here, take my last $10. Yeah, I'll just like eat, whatever. I'll just eat carrots. Like, it's fine. Just give you my last $2. Why? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand. People are nuts.
Right now reaches more voters, builds a momentum, and launches us into the general election from a position of strength. We're ahead. Now let's stay ahead. Donate now and let's win June 30th.
And how does donating money to this dude help him win an election? I never understood that. I never understood that at all. How does money help these people? I mean, you have online. Like, you're online, you're talking right here. Everybody can see you. Like, what, for press? What is it? More like pamphlets, or what? Is that, do they need money to put out more pamphlets? Like, I'm really unsure why they asked for this money of any politics. Let me ask Grok, dude, because I really want to know. Like, why do they need all kind of money? Hold on, let me see what Grok says. Why? And what do they spend these donations on? Question mark. Let's see what Grok says about this, because this makes me annoyed, guys. Seriously, I'd like to know. I'm curious. Okay, calm down. I'm curious. All right, I just want to know. Okay, here we go, guys. I'm gonna share my Grok with you guys. I'm gonna share my Grok with you. Let's see my history. Oh, look, why do politicians ask for donations? What do they actually spend these donations on? Yeah, look, I didn't ask Grok how to take a whole group of people and sway people on X. Okay, so they asked for donations just primarily because modern elections are extremely expensive. Like, running a competitive campaign literally requires massive spending on advertising, staff, travel, events, data, research, and outreach to reach and persuade voters. Without sufficient funds, candidates struggle to compete, especially against well-funded opponents. Okay, I'll give him that. But remember what Thomas Massey did, where he invited 20 podcasters with giant audiences to his home, and then he was like dishing out pizza and having a great good time. Now I can see that costing a little bit of money, right? For their plane tickets to get him out here and back, and maybe a hotel for the night, whatever. But the amount of people those 20 podcasters reached, their audience is huge. I mean, they rallied America for Thomas Massey. Podcasters. But they need more money. They need more money for their, what did he say? That, I guess, pisses me off. Staff, travel, events, data, research, and outreach. Okay, in recent U.S. election cycles, focusing on federal races, as they're the most prominent, total spending often reaches billions. That's ridiculous, especially when we're finding out there's like 10,000 mail-in ballots for each, election. What the fuck? Total spending often reaches billions. The 2020 cycle topped 14 billion. 2024 was 15.9 billion. Some Senate races frequently exceed 10 to 20 million in big states. Money funds ads, TV, digital mail, polling, yard signs, rallies, and targeted voter outreach. Campaigns must keep up in an arms race. Opponents' spending forces more fundraising. Staff salaries, offices, travel, fundraising events, legal compliance costs, technology, voter data tools, digital targeting. See, it's like digital targeting. I can't stand it. Yeah, so I guess they just need all your money to get. They basically want you to pay them money to then get in your face and like force you to vote. Like keep 420 in my book, honeybee. I love it. Oh gosh, I can't stand it. Yeah. So, anyways, that was Victor Marks. He had to tell us all about like his elections. He's probably gonna win. All right, he's gonna win. He's gonna be an elected official and then highly protected because when's the last time like an elected official has gotten in trouble, and gone to jail or anything? Let's ask Brock. When is the last time? It might be recently because of the Jeffrey Epstein files, but I don't know. I just want to know when's the last time that any elected official gets in trouble. Sometimes they get DUI or serious corruption, bribery, or assault allegations. Let's see. Okay. Representative LaMonica McIver charged in May of 2025 with assaulting. Damn. Resisting, impeding, and interfering with federal officers during a congressional oversight visit to an ICE detention facility in Newark. Holy shit. Case remains active with appeals ongoing. Okay, so they got in trouble. All right, so a couple of them get in trouble. Sheila Cherflis McCormick, indicted in late 2025 on federal charges relating to allegedly misusing $5 million in FEMA funds. Oh, shit, including for her campaign. Damn. Multiple DUI arrests and charges in Indiana, Montana, Nevada, Wyoming. Jeez, oh man, what are these people out here doing? Goodness gracious, look at this. Jeez, oh man. All right, so I take it back. I guess these elected officials do get in some trouble, I guess. Okay, open them. All right. So anyways, Blake said this whole thing, right? He's like, it's sad. You can't see the obvious, and have instead thrown in with people that hate Charlie and hate what he stood for. And his only obsession is to destroy it. I don't know. But he's destroy what? Charlie Kirk show? I don't understand. We don't lie. We don't exaggerate. We tell the truth, and the truth is enough. Well and often expressed guiding principle of Charlie Kirk. I strive and aspire and pray daily to do the same. So I believe, do all those who miss Charlie, were horrified by his death and want the truth, but also justice. Fair to ask that you do the same, Blake, if you want to treat your work as a solemn obligation. Trisha Hope says, Blake, she can't stand Blake either. She says, Blake, you are all doing the opposite of what Charlie would have wanted, and you know it. He was against the Iran war. He was for Thomas Massey. He wanted his wife at home, being mom, not a CEO. You know all this and pretend you don't. It's not working. Travis hates Blake too, I believe. Allegedly, in my opinion. I just think he doesn't like him, whatever. When I say hate, I mean they just dislike, okay? But I say hate just because I feel like it. It says, Blake, you were a pity hire. Oh, see, guys, I said that. I said that too. I agree, Travis. Travis, me and you need to talk. I totally agree. He says, if I had to guess, Tucker knew you deserved to be fired from Fox. However, Tucker felt a bit guilty because you were singled out because of your proximity to him. There's a lot of racists who will never make CNN. It's the only reason you work at TPUSA. Never forget that. And that's kind of how I felt too, right? I was like, I think like Charlie was like, dude, I feel bad for this little weasel. Maybe I'll give him a chance. Maybe I'll give him a little job here and see what happens, And then now we see what happened there, right? Yikes. So I felt that way too, Travis. TPUSA died with Charlie. I agree with this one. May his true mission never be forgotten. Oh, this is really good. Oh my gosh. I need to screenshot this one. Hold up, y'all. Boom. That's so good. Look at Blakey. I bet you this is what he wears when he cleans his mommy's toes. Hey, Glitter Pants, you didn't stay for Charlie. Charlie would be mortified by what's going on at TPUSA, by his wife and his so-called friends. You stayed for Blake and the opportunity to enrich yourself. You're a backstabbing sociopath. That comes from Allentown 1711, allegedly. He is a backstabbing sociopath. But I do like his glitter outfit right here. He's looking good. He's looking good. Yeah. But Blake, you're not carrying on Charlie's work. The only ones who love Charlie are the ones who still stand by what he did, and that isn't you or TPUSA. So go back and hide under the rock you crawled from. People are pissed, right? They're sick of his D-bag. They're sick of him. He's a D-bag. In my opinion, allegedly, he's a D-bag. I mean, I don't know for sure because I don't know the guy, but from what I see, he seems to be a little bit of a D-bag. Okay. So anyways, that is all I had for you today. What do you guys have to say? Anything? Any last words? Yeah, Travis does post some amazing stuff. I agree. That really would make for the perfect penis picture. Definitely done what? Yeah, at least he can't hide in the shadows. That's very true. Oh, thank you so much, Sandy. That is so sweet of you. Thank you. I really appreciate that so very much. Yeah, I can't be out here asking for donations, but every little bit does help. I appreciate that. I won't be out here like pay me so that I can like be in your face like all these other people. But I do appreciate the super stickers. That's very sweet of you. Thank you. I just can't believe that Victor Marx is going to be an elected official. I am literally blown away. If he wins, I'm going to be like, just mind blown. That's insane. I mean, if he wins, I might decide to run. Matter of fact, that's what I think. If he wins, I might decide to actually run for office somewhere because why not, right? Oh, guys, don't forget to hit the like on your way out. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel here and your notifications are set to all because you don't want to miss a single thing. Okay, everything we do over here is so amazing and fun, and we always have a great time. Also, don't forget that we're over on Club Vatra. Let me put the, I know I have a thing for that too. Here is a little, what do you call it, thing you do here. Okay, this little doodad right here. You can scan that and get yourself over to Club Vatra if you'd like to be a member over there. We have a really good time over there. We go live once a week. Sundays is our day, okay? But it's a lot of fun. And you guys are missing out if you are missing it. Thank you again so much, Sandy, for super stickers. And who else sent me one earlier? Well, thank you guys. Anybody who sent one, that's very much appreciated. And, you know, I do appreciate you supporting the show. Yeah, we will be live again this week one day. It's probably going to be Wednesday or Friday. So keep an eye out for that. All right. Thank you guys for hanging out. I had a great time. You guys are the best. I absolutely love all of you guys. And yeah, you just made my whole Monday. So thank you for that. I'll see you guys on the next one.